Good night, everybody. Good night. Good night. Welcome to another Sports Frenzzyy podcast. Welcome to another episode. And I hope that you guys have enjoyed your holiday so far. And I hope that it has been a good one for you guys. I know for the track and field people, they have been having a really superb one because a lot of interesting action going on, especially Jamaican athletes. Lots of good performances. But guess what? We are not here to talk about that because hopefully tomorrow we'll be here to discuss whatever transpired through Carifta. And as I was about to say, congratulations to the Jamaican ladies and the males. The guy honored over 97 medals across the 3 days of competition. Superb, man. And just keep hope that they keep getting better. And otherwise from that, as you can see, I'm here with Devin, the doctor, as I refer to him as, and I'm going to add this man to the screen, or the man that call himself the voice of the voiceless, the voice of the people, the voice of the hopeful. Welcome up, gentlemen. How are you doing?
Blessed.
Wonderful. So here tonight to talk about, well, let's start off by saying condolences to Cristiano for whatever transpired with his girlfriend, that they lost a kid earlier on today and all of that. So condolences to him and his girlfriend. So hopefully all of that will sort out for him. As he said, request some privacy. So hopefully people will treat him with whatever he requested. But people in comment section, big up on yourself. We're just going to get right in the meat of the matter. Some EPL football and some FA Cup football that took place over the weekend. So first up, early morning, Saturday morning, we had Tottenham were seeking to go on a long run. We said that they put themselves in a position to actually be the team to beat in terms of top four qualification and to the Champions League. But here was Brighton last weekend, got a late winner through Leandro Trossard against Arsenal. And here they were once again with another late winner against Tottenham. And Devin, when I look at these teams, right? We spoke about it at length a bit on Friday. I said that when I look at all the teams that are just lean for the fourth position, the fourth automatic spot, it seems like none of these teams really want to qualify for Champions League. So what do you have to say about it? Because Tottenham, United, Arsenal, they don't seemingly want to reach the top four.
Last time we're talking about football, Ryan said the same thing. It's like each team is just each week, like each team within the top four contention is just gonna give another hope. They're not gonna take care of business themselves. Each team just gonna give another team hope by slipping up, and that's what Ryan was saying. But then I watched some highlights of this, and then when I watched the highlights, because I didn't watch this game in full, I went on ESPN and just look at the highlights as well as like a little summary what they give by these people on ESPN FC. That's why sometimes I see that girl that used to be on Sportsbox. But Shaka, Islap, some name, the former Trinidad and Tobago goalkeeper. He said in that game, that's one thing he said. Irrespective of the chances, irrespective of what was done, only one team was in it, and that was Brighton. He said only one team was in it, and that was Brighton. And then just go back to my main thing that I talk about. Coming towards the end of the season, show me your ambition. Show me what are you playing for. Spurs, you're definitely there for the top four. Brighton, you're not gonna get relegated. You're just playing just to honor the fixtures, basically. But Spurs, you got plus you're at home. You understand? So like in the first when I watching in the first half, Brighton was eye pressing them. So it's like at some point Spurs were playing deep inside their half, right? So after they have now, what's the guy name? Son, he got 2 early chances for Spurs, but the defense kind of stopped them. All right, then in the dying moment now, it's like they're trying to press this guy here, something like center ball, and it was like watching the highlights. Just if Kane just had a earlier slide, he would have sliding and got the goal. But overall, they are not playing like you want to take care of business yourself. Like you don't want to play, you don't want any top four. Like you see the teams that who are who have a possibility of still being in the league, those teams should be playing hard. Teams who can make it to top four, they should be playing hard. Like Chelsea now, Chelsea can just relax. They can't win the league. I don't see them dropping out of the top four contention. But Spurs, no, there's no excuses. No excuses. No excuses for them being in that. So it's like now it's between them who really want it. 1 week you're gonna say them have the advantage. Arsenal's still in there. Man U still in there as well.
All
No excuse.
right, all right. Kims, here's
Yo,
Jordan saying that Spurs' old battling ways resurface again.
I
What do
throw
you
him.
that's
Yes.
that's Joker Cream. That's
Agree
Joker
with that?
Cream commenting. Yeah. Hey, listen. We came here and we talk about Spurs how they were playing football, especially over the last 5 weeks, and the performance that they were doing and how the manager had the team playing, and the manager even talk about it that they play together, they play hard or whatever, and they stick together. Well, listen, man. The season is long, the season is hard, and again, we can come here and we can just sit down behind a computer screen and we can say, hey, they must play better. Hey, it's a top four, but they must come out and do your best. Well, the fact of the matter is they're playing against professional players. It's a grueling season. It is tough. You're not going to get your best every day. Sometimes your best is at 50% this week. Sometimes your best is at 90% the other week. And I think this was a particular week where after playing so much emotionally connected games, after playing so much games where you have to give your best effort, I just think this was a week where Spurs just didn't have it. When you look on all the players, when you look at the Hurricanes, when you look at the Suns, when you look at all these players, I just don't think that they had it. So, um, it's a good win for Brighton. The baller score, I don't remember his name right now, his name started T. He scored. And obviously him chop die out time pants and him do what he need to do. But the only thing was from the 58th minute till I think around the 92nd minute, um, Spurs never take a shot on goal. They had 5 shots for the whole game and no shots on target. So I think that's a question. But listen, I don't think we get the Spurs performance next week or the week after. But as I said before, I just think from time to time teams will go they'll play a bad game. I don't expect it to play 38 great games. So it's just a bad game.
All right, so here's Adlam saying that Brighton have been playing good football, but just unable to finish. If it bought them on a day, they are more clinical. You will leave. You will have a tough game.
I don't necessarily agree with that. I don't think Brighton is a team that has been playing well. At the start of the season, they were actually, if we normally say, hey, if Marpe was more clinical, Welbeck, Trossard, all those guys, sure. But after a while, there was a patch where they were just losing uncontrollably, and they were playing bad football. We will call out the coach and call the coach into question. But now they beat Arsenal, bam, and then now they come and beat Tottenham. So I think Brighton controlled the game from minute 1 to minute 93. I think they deserve to win. I don't think Tottenham deserve any points from this game because they were that awful. But again, it's one game. They're still in fourth place, obviously. They have a game over Arsenal and 3 points ahead. I think they'll be fine. Yeah, I think they'll be fine.
All right. Now we'll look at the next game that took place, and that was Watford against Brighton. And as I expected, I said that Watford against Brentford. I mean, Brentford, they have been in good form, especially since Christian Eriksen, and he played a sublime ball to Pontus Janssen for the winner. But they have been doing quite well in the league, as I mentioned. Their form has turned dramatically. I mean, at one point, Kim thought that they would have been relegated for some wild reason, some wild thoughts. However, when I look at the table right now, I see Brentford sitting in 11th position and doing well. Now, I look at their overall play, Kims, and this basically confirmed Watford relegation because Watford is going down with that coach. And you yourself said it that they made a bad decision bringing in right Hudson. What do you have to say about this game?
Um, for this game per se, I had Brentford to win. I had Brentford to win 3-1. Listen, I just think Brentford is a better team. Watford. What I'll say about them is that they try to put up some fight. They never just lay down and be like, all right, we're already relegated. They tried to put up some fight and well, it just wasn't good enough. They didn't have enough quality. I didn't think that the coach put them in a place successful enough to win. When you come out there and you fire your coach and you go with Roy Hodgson, you're basically telling me that you want to be relegated. You're telling me that you're not serious about staying in the EPL. Similar to Norwich, you fire your coach and you go get Dean Smith, who was struggling at Aston Villa with better players. You're telling me, say, hey, you're sending a message to the league, hey, we're not serious about the EPL. We want to go back down to the Championship because that is where our level is. So I'm looking at that. Good win for Brentford. They are in 11th place. Obviously, they play more games than the teams below them. So there's nothing to write home about, nothing to feel too happy about. But I guess if they want to keep 11th place comfortable for the real teams, then that is fine. But Watford is going down, and I'm surmising that they will go ahead and fire Roy Hodgson as soon as the season is over and get another coach for the Championship, which just doesn't make sense.
All right, Devin, you have anything to add to that?
Just one thing I have to say, basically about this. It's a superstitious thing that I have with betting and overall. You have some teams in the EPL. I always never do good with them with betting, and I don't like them teams. You see any team with them name end with Ford, Hampton, or City, I don't like them team there. Including Manchester City. So you see this game, this Brentford and Watford, we just say, what, one team will get relegated, the other team just go and play some ball. Like Kim said, trust me, they're just showing that they're going to second tier. That's all. They're going to second tier, and like I said, them Brentford and Watford make it even worse. So I wasn't too interested in this game because it's 2-4 in one game now. I don't like these kind of teams. Wolverhampton, Southampton, no, I don't like them teams. Give me all the United. Give me all the Uniteds. The Newcastle, the Manchester United.
Here's Jordan saying that the relegation, certain teams will not try with an inexperienced manager. They will rather recycle the old dinosaur managers. That's
And,
fine.
and that is true, but that is also sad because when you look at it, why would you hire Claudio Ranieri and then you fire him for Roy Hodgson? Like, what sense does that make? Especially with all of the money when we see Watford go spending on the transfer market and get all of the players. You have a forward like Dennis. What can Roy Hodgson teach a forward like Dennis? How can he create an offensive scheme that is good enough tailored to his talents? Because I just don't see it. At least with Ranieri, I can say, hey, this man has won an EPL. This man has
It's a wild
had Mahrez, Jamie Vardy, Madison, all those boys he had. So he has experience with talent. Roy Hodgson, I don't know what he has. So Watford is just not serious. So is Norwich. Those two going down. Hopefully Everton can join them shortly.
Delay.
I mean delay.
No, 11.
Yeah, I think say level on a freeze up, man.
Yeah, with
Them
the
a free.
digital internet, man.
Yeah, man. Digital internet down there. Digital internet down there. Joke up. All right, the next game? What the next game would it play? I want
Well,
to talk about it in the
Spurs
meantime.
already. I don't know if and then you have Southampton and Arsenal, and you have Man U and Norwich. I don't know which one I'm going to go with first.
All right, yeah. So I guess. Oh, see him come back here.
brother. I don't know. I'm to them internet and we keep on switch back and forth between both of them and it's still like a problem.
Yeah, that's cool.
But next game we're going to look at is the Arsenal game, man. You know that they picked up what 3 successive L's that now in a row. And it was Southampton who got thrashed by Chelsea just the other day. That gave them an L. Now, what has gone so bad with this Arsenal team, Kims?
Listen, I don't think nothing has. I don't think nothing went bad. I think Arsenal went on a run that not many predicted. Not even Arsenal fans predicted. Remember they have a young team, obviously very exciting team. But I didn't look at Arsenal and say, okay, this team is top four quality. Didn't do that at all. But they went on an amazing run, and you have to give them credit for that. Now I think they're kind of getting back down to earth. So when you look at the Crystal Palace L, Crystal Palace totally outplayed them. When you look at the Brian L, Brian outplayed them. When you look at Southampton Devin, I don't know if you know Devin, but if you never watch the game, if you never watch Arsenal game, but you just look at the stats, boy, Arsenal get a team at 12 nil, 13 nil. Like, listen, Southampton overall had 24% possession. 24%. In the second half, they had 17% possession. Arsenal was totally all over them. But at the end of the day, see, don't give me all the pretty stuff. Give me what is important. And what is important is the goal. And that is what Southampton got. And they got the 3 points, vital 3 points, especially for the Manchester Uniteds of the world. And also the Tottenham of the world who dropped points as well. So they're glad that Arsenal lost. But I don't think anything really went wrong for Arsenal. I just think that, as I said before, long season, you can't play your best game every day. You know, sometimes you're not going to play well and sometimes you're going to lose.
All right, so here's Fabi Fernandez saying that as Arsenal defeated anybody above them, most of who they defeated were below them.
Yeah, but
Devin, stick up in.
all right, go ahead.
Kim's just mentioned something to you, and Kim's was indeed correct because Arsenal had like 76% position, 23 shots, and trust me, if you haven't seen the highlights of that, go back and watch Fraser Foster in that game. That man pulled off some miraculous saves, man. But go ahead and talk about the game.
No, so Kim was saying something about Arsenal when they went on the run. I watched a couple of those games, but it's the last 2 games with Arsenal. I watched those games, and this is something where I find. I think they've lost. They lost their fight in this top 4, and they lost. And like on the field, I think they require some leadership. Let me tell you why. You seen that last game? I think was Brighton when I was watching that game. Just before halftime, right? They had like this guy named Martinelli. They had like a disallowed goal, right? And so when they had that disallowed goal, it's like the whole team, everybody just drop because they were playing good coming up to that, and the whole body language just drop. All right. You see in this game, this guy with a guy named, when they missed a penalty for England named Saka, or one named Saka, he had a brilliant save, like you mentioned with Foster. Foster made a brilliant save. You see, if that had gone, it would have been 1-1. And I see, this is where I see, I may be wrong. If that had went in 1-1, I see Arsenal going along and winning that game 3-1. From Foster made that save, it's like the players were saying, how did he make that save? Like, and it's like they just didn't find back themselves. Nobody was there to gather them to say, all right, let's get beyond that. So I just feel like it's a team camps where if a little one thing don't go them way, everybody just drop and they're not playing as though they would have, and they just like kind of lose the plot. Because even though with that ball possession and everything, I mean, Foster really kept them in the game. But it's like they just look dejected. The whole thing just looked dejected. When they went on that run, you know, they were playing good. And, you know, I don't know if they had any bit of luck. You probably can more speak to that. But what I saw in those last 2 games, those 2 key moments to me, and they just like, all right, yeah, we can't recover from this. And they just lose the plot. So that's how I see it. But like, trust me.
Well, Devin, you see, when I look at it, Devin,
Yeah.
so this is a human trait. I believe this is a human trait. Like
Cool.
when you're in a bad funk, you're looking for something to get you out of that funk. So I think Arsenal now going up against Southampton. Southampton haven't been playing well. This is Southampton's best opportunity now to say, you know what? Let me go ahead and Arsenal go ahead. Let me go ahead and beat up Southampton. But you know, when they dominate position, when they dominate the shots, I think they had like most of 23 shots or something like that. They had a lot of shots. And Ben Foster keep digging it out. They're just like, man, not again. Another game where we dominate and we still don't get the 3 points. So listen, you know, I'm happy for Southampton, you know, because my team that I'm going back to next season, I would love them in the Champions League. Love if Ten Hag gets some Champions League football under his belt. But you know, Southampton never played nothing in the game. Nothing them not playing. Nothing. But hey, they walk away with the 3 points and they are the happy team today. All right. So the Wi-Fi I give Levon a rough time.
Yeah,
I give
man.
him a rough time. All right,
How-
so the next game we're gonna talk about. I see Fabi Frano made a comment and I want to address it. Fabi Frano was like, if Arsenal beat any team above them, listen, Frano, you know as well as a lot of persons in the comment section know that when you're in a top four race, and really the teams above you, you really need to beat. So like Arsenal need to beat the Chelsea and the United, and not United, the Chelsea and the Man City and the Liverpool. Them don't need to beat them. It's a little bogey teams that we really need to worry about. Because those are the teams that really and truly prevent you from finishing in the top four. The Southamptons of the world, the Brightons of the world, the Crystal Palace of the world. Those are the last three teams that Arsenal play. And Arsenal, if Arsenal had won those three games, they'll probably be comfortable in the top four right now. So I think they don't really need to beat the Liverpool or the Chelsea. I think they already write off those games as ill. But I think the Southampton game, Arteta would have right on the wall say, hey, that is 3 points for us, and him just never get the 3 points. All right, Devin. So I don't know if you watch this game. The Manchester,
Have to, have to, have to.
Liverpool, man. The internet are beating bad. But the Man United versus Norwich.
Have to watch that game, brother.
What you think? What you thought about the game?
Well, they have a thing. I don't know if it's a Jamaican saying, but they say, come at the man, come at the hour, come at the hour, come at the man. I don't know. I don't know which way you want to put it.
Mm-hmm.
But the man with the 50th hat-trick in club football, the GOAT, Ronaldo, you know, he basically saved them. And you know, I watched that game and I watched a post-match interview, and that year was just going on and about Ronaldo, this and that, and he was saying other people need to step up, basically. You know, in summarizing what he was saying Ronaldo did a good job and he scored an hat-trick for us. But I'm gonna go back to something that I watched on the ESPN FC thing, Kim.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just watching that thing. Shaka again.
Mm-hmm.
He said that he can explain other teams' success and other teams' fail, and he can explain and give some deep analysis and, like, you know, explanation as to why certain things are happening, or what
Yep.
you know, or the reason, or what other teams can do better.
Mm-hmm.
But him saying cannot explain him cannot explain why a team that finished second last season and them had Ronaldo, Sancho, and Varane. You know what I mean? And them a struggle to beat Norwich. That's why him saying just can't explain it. The guy asking the question, him saying just cannot explain it.
I can explain it. I can explain why.
So the guy, we cut off when I watch it, because it was just a minute and 32 seconds, Skims. He cut off what the guy was saying. Do you think it's coaching? And he just cut off right there.
Oh, and you're going to a perfect thing.
Yeah, because
Listen,
but you know, so you don't want to know. Look, let me just you can expound on that. But then honestly, that game just kept them in the top four and have their chances. I want to see Man in the top four. I don't care about no other team. I want to see them in the top four.
Devin, why want to see Man United in the top four?
No, I want when a new coach come, they can be in Europe. I hear you were talking in a previous podcast saying, you know what, it'd probably be better if they're not in the top four, where they could be more focused on the league and probably winning the league with a new coach who is a good coach. I see that school of thought, but they still have to go through like a Manchester City and a Liverpool. I just want them to be in Europe and still be in the domestic league. So I don't know. You may see it better where they can actually focus on one thing. I don't know. But me just think big team like Manchester United should still be in Europe. That's how I see it.
all right. So Devin, first of all, listen, I don't want to come on the show to try and big up Cristiano Ronaldo talking about he saved Manchester United. He's a forward. He's expected to score goals. That is a damn job. If you're a teacher, if you go to school and you make the students pass, you think they're going to say, oh, the teacher saved the student? Absolutely not. That is a damn job. That's your duty. That's what you're supposed to do. So Cristiano Ronaldo, that is his duty to come out there and score goals. And listen, all them make a ticky-tack goals there. Remember, the first two goals I score are joke goals them. But obviously,
no, brother, I'm not work with that. I could agree with your first part. Say I'm duty and him come and him score. So whatever. It's just like the other day when my wife and mother, I said, well, if I want to go on the bus or the public vehicle, do I say good morning to the driver or to anybody? I said, no, I pay my fare. Why am I say good morning? They're doing their job. Why should I do that? All of that. So I understand what you're saying with that. I take your point. But don't tell me about no. No kind of goal, brother. Goal a goal, brother. The first goal maybe a poacher's goal. Everybody will say, no, I'm not work with that. I don't work with that thing
All
because
right. All
goal
right, fine. All right,
goal a
fine, no
goal.
problem. But I want you to keep the same energy when you miss those. Same energy,
All right.
right?
Yes,
So
yes,
no,
yes.
so now you ask me a question of why United not challenging. Listen, first of all, the person who got them to second is not there anymore because the United front office decide that we lost to Liverpool, we're embarrassed, we lost to Watford, we're embarrassed. Let us just pull the plug really quickly and hire somebody who haven't coached competitive football in forever. Listen, if Ole was still there, I could guarantee you that man, once that man have a full season, that man has never finished outside of the top four. Check for Manchester United. Check the facts. The facts are there, right? No, looking forward to the game. What I
Yeah.
would tell you about the game, what I liked about the game, I like how open Manchester United came to play. You know, it's like they came to play, they make a considered effort. Hey, we are going to attack this bug Norwich team. But again, we are horrible at defending. Okay, like, Martial Maguire kick Pogba in his head. We have a corner, an attacking corner, not a defensive, an attacking corner. Maguire kick Pogba in his head and all of them things. So I think defensively we are bad. And going up against Liverpool, I don't think that is something that, a lot of persons say we need to take a pragmatic approach versus Liverpool and try and see if we can hit them on the counter and get either a nil-all draw or a one-all draw, something like that. But don't go out there because you might pick up 5 or 6. Probably. But this is Manchester United, and I think that, we have the players to do it. I hear about Bruno every week. I hear about your guy, Cristiano Ronaldo. I know his heart is heavy right now, so hopefully he can be there, ready to go. But 2 goals conceded against Norwich is not top 4 football, not championship football, not good enough quality. And again, I hope this coach, when he comes in, the first thing I want him to do is take the captaincy from that guy. You're not good enough to lead the line. You're not good enough to be the captain of Manchester United. Start from there. Earn the respect of the locker room. Because what I think with Ragnick, as good as he is in the press conference, I don't think a lot of persons in the locker room respect him. Just like with Ole, I think a lot of persons like Ole, so they will play hard for him. But I didn't think the respect factor for Ole was up there, right? That's why they never want Conte, because they know if Conte come at Manchester United, is no nonsense, no garbage. You're going to either conform or you're going to sit on the bench or leave the club. And some of these players are some damn babies, so they want you to pet them and rub them head and so. So now Ten Hag come in, he has to get the locker room how he wants them, get in the right players, and then take it from there. I think Lingard was good in this game. A lot of persons don't like Lingard. I think his movement was excellent. His passing, he kept on slipping here and there, but I think his passing was good. His movement was good, freeing up space for Pogba to get in there. So I think he was good. Obviously, Ronaldo scored a hat-trick. You can't really complain somebody will score a hat-trick, especially the free kick that he scored. So, hey.
And here's Dale Francis saying that you literally can find multiple clips on YouTube of Maguire and his defensive errors. Rough. Once Maguire on the field, you're playing with 10 men.
All right, all right. So let us not get it twisted. I don't think Maguire is a horrible defender. I think because when I'm watching him for England, even when he leaves the Manchester United team and going England team, is a total different Maguire you get. And you can ask me why that is. I can't give you the answer. But we get a total different Maguire. When he comes back to Manchester United, I heard some people, I think it was Rooney was talking. Rooney was saying it comes down to confidence. He doesn't have any confidence at Manchester United. And obviously the player that he has partner with is not good. Lindelof, not good. Varane hasn't been good for Manchester United since he came in. Then we'll look at the wing backs. Dallo, not good enough. Telles, not good enough. Wan-Bissaka, not good enough. Luke Shaw, slow, lethargic, not ready. So when they look at that, obviously they are going to look at the man who is the $1 million man. Maguire, we pay so much money for you, we are expected you to deliver. But I think Maguire for England has been extremely, extremely good. But for Manchester United, you just haven't found that form, haven't found that confidence. But, I think he'll come good, under some good regime.
But
I'm going to be frank with you. Only come I want Maguire to come good is leave United. Maguire and the rest of them need to lift up. But Man United is in a turmoil. I wish the season could be over right now. Just call it off the remaining games. Just say, hey, let's just forfeit the remaining games. Season done. Get in Ten Hag ASAP. Because
Nah.
Man United has nothing playing for right
The
now.
remaining games, tough, as you mentioned, remaining games, Levon, they have some games.
We're
They
gonna
have
get there, man.
Liverpool. They have Liverpool next.
No matter
We're
what,
going to get there, man.
have Chelsea. Sure, gosh.
All right. So talking about that, Kims, just for the viewers' information, your information, Man United has these three clubs to play in the space of 9 days: Liverpool,
Mm-hmm.
Arsenal, and Chelsea. All three of
Okay.
them.
Okay. Or it is Arsenal. We could beat Arsenal.
Yeah,
United could beat Arsenal.
some of
United could draw with Chelsea. I think they could get a point off Chelsea. I think they can even get a point off Liverpool. I think so.
We'll get there. Let's just finish the next two games for this week.
Mm-hmm.
Much weekend we get into those games. So, my team, the real United, they won by 2 goals to 1. And guess what? The real Bruno showed up in this game. That is Bruno Guimaraes. He
yes.
scored twice for Newcastle, and it's the first time this season all along. While we hear man company can tell about them Alan St. Maxim, man, all of that. This is the first time this season a player scored twice in a game for Newcastle. I remember he just recently signed in January. So Gimaris has been a very good player for them. Now when I look at this, Devin, as I said, I like the United.
Yeah, man.
Newcastle is one of them, rich history and all of that. I love what they're doing. What do you have to say about this one?
Yeah, I like the game, and you see this guy. I don't know who was big on him, Alan Saint Maxim. I just want to speak about him a little bit, because it was a good win by Newcastle. They're already out of the relegation and thing. But this guy somehow, not on the same talent, whatever, him just remind me of this guy with in the come out at the same time with Ronaldo from Portugal named Quaresma. He just dribble, make some good play, and then dash, just kick with the ball. Just do nothing with the ball.
Yeah.
This guy in this game is the only man who get the crowd so hype, without scoring a goal, and at the same time get the crowd so disappointed. You know what I mean? So he made some good dribbles, but then it's like he would just give away the ball and just make some little stupid pass. He would brilliantly beat two people and then just give away the ball for nothing. So it's like, I don't know if the coach can work with him and try to be more purposeful. I mean, beating players good, but we have to try set up, get other players to attacking position, make some good passing to set on, your striker or something. But it was a good game by Newcastle. But it's just that guy, when I watch him in that game, I didn't watch that game fully. I watched the highlights. Like the Man U game, I watch most of it, but I watch the highlights and just see how much dribble and the people got excited. But then again, sometimes you see him give away the ball and everybody was like, oh, you could just hear people disappointment in around the stand. So he just has to work on that because you need people like them to can dribble, take on player, like with a purpose. Just like maybe a similar kind of comparison with Vinny Jr. last season. We're saying dribble and then get some easy chances to score, but not scoring them. So now you see him scoring. So like with this guy, do your dribbling still, but like you gotta make some pass. It's transformed into like some assists for your teammates, or you can make some shot and score. It has to transform to something, or just don't give away the ball when you make them good dribble. Something I have to give with that.
But Devin, I think that Kems will disagree with you though, because that same record of charisma guys we talk about. Every once in a while that man will give you a peach of a goal,
Oh yeah.
Like, remember that he has some curler in those foot, man.
Like
But
he just jump out to my mind with that guy. I can't remember anybody else, but that guy, we just remember him because people were saying he was like at some point I had to be and with Ronaldo are gonna be bigger than Ronaldo. I don't even know, but he used the best comparison. I'll take the criticism if you find it of that. So that's how I see that.
man, it's no criticism, man. I'm just telling you that charisma will give you a goal, man. But you see, like Saint Max now, this man will dribble you for
When
days and then
okay.
you have it. So Kems, the man
Mm-hmm.
that come here every night and tell us about Saint Max, it's been a minute I haven't seen him around telling us about that guy. So
Yeah,
there you have it.
that's what I was about to remind the people in the comment section. Like, don't let all this EPL talk. Let us forget that we have a debate champion on our hands here. The cricket debate, Mr. Devin is here. That's why Mr. Saint Max is not here because he lost the debate running away from this. So listen, let me tell you about Saint Max. I realized that since Newcastle buy up the other players. I haven't heard much of him. Under the radar. I don't hear he's the best player at Newcastle anymore. I don't hear Newcastle going to build a team around him anymore. I don't hear none of those ludicrous statements that I've been hearing for weeks and weeks and weeks when they were in the relegation battle. Listen, as I said, dude is a decent player, nothing to write home about. Cannot make the big teams, cannot make a Liverpool, cannot make a Man City, cannot be, nobody's going to spend big money on him to go to those places. Not at all. I don't think I said before, I think he's going to be the first piece Newcastle moves, starting in the summer, but we'll see what happens there. But listen, I have to gloat a little bit. 2-1 was what I picked. I said it's going to be a 2-1
Correct.
Newcastle win. Because I know that Leicester doesn't play well away, but I know that Newcastle, especially, after that thumping that they got, they came back with a victory, and then I know that they're moving. And I know so the way how they play, I know that they can beat Leicester. So good prediction by me, and I hope you guys in the comment section bought it and won some money because I certainly did. So good game by Newcastle, and Saint Max out.
All right, I'm going to stick with you because again, this time I'm going to tell you to pop your collar because once again you call this game perfect in terms of scoreline. You
Mm-hmm.
said West Ham won, Burnley won. You called the perfect scoreline. So two out of the two games on Sunday, you got the perfect scoreline. So go
Yeah.
ahead and talk about it.
Yeah. I hope Mitchell and our retro statement is in the comment section, looking at big predictions, Michelle. And I know we're going to talk about the FA Cup, and I know Chelsea won't win. But listen, I said it, West Ham is just not a team that strike me to be a world beater. And a team like Burnley that has no problem giving up the possession to you and just sit behind the ball, and especially when they make Burnley score first, it is going to be a problem. And obviously, my prediction is a little bit lucky because hey, um, Carney got a penalty, and I don't know what he was thinking. I didn't even think that he should have taken it. You said that Wakehurst should have probably took the penalty. And but hey, sometimes we need a little bit of luck in life. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. So hey, but the game in 1-1, I think it was a fair scoreline for Burnley, especially how Everton have Man City coming up next. So I think this was a definitely fair result for Burnley. Hopefully that they can use this and try. Sean Dice out. I still think that they should have kept Sean Dice just until the end of the season, but because I don't really see much difference in the way they play football now. Still defend behind the ball, still putrid in attack, but hey, it happens. And yeah, I want to talk about this guy, Antonio. Antonio let me down right now. I think he need for. I don't think he should go back to the national setting. From him going to the national setting, like the level turned down, like him go eat too much KFC,
No.
mix up with academ, bad influence, bad company, and then him just him come back. Them send out helicopter private jet for him and all them little thing. They go back up and he's just never been the same. Listen, his hold up play is good. But again, I don't want a forward who is supposed to score goals only talking about your. If I'm only talking about your hold up play, I'm not talking about nothing. That means something is wrong.
Something wrong.
If my thing is I'm complimenting, oh, your hold up play is really excellent. Then something is definitely wrong. He's not scoring goals, and obviously it's affecting the team. And I think in this game per se, should he have had his shooting boots on, should he have been a more clinical striker, West Ham could have easily gotten the victory.
That's why we revoked Nashi from him, man. He's no longer a national. Jared Bowen is a national right now.
Yep, yep.
Devin, anything you want to say on this one?
No, it's just that I just expected I don't know, Kim's predicted draw. But with this game, you expect I wanted to see a winner. Cause with Burnley, oh, we may say they're still going down, but there's some hope. Some hope they're still in relegation battle. And in West Ham, there's still hope for them making into Europe. So I just you know, I would have wanted to see like in the last, like West Ham was just pushing for the winner after they get the equalizer. Like I see more effort from them, and to get some chances, should have at least one have been buried. But that's how it is.
Facts.
Only like
So,
only thing now with West Ham, why they
mhm.
were at home, they should have won, and then Burnley. I don't see they're calling that guy like manager or interim manager. I see they're calling caretaker. So they basically you could say they're playing without a manager. So they should have West Ham should have like take the 3 points at home.
All right, before I move on quickly, here's Christoph saying that Burnley fans cussing about the firing of Sean. Surprised I haven't seen Bones since Sean got fired. Bones been saying he will get fired every month from last season. Christoph, you need to go and spam Bones on Facebook and tell him saying you need to stop hide from the show. That's all Bones. So Bones promised us, and then when it's time for him to turn up, we can't see Bones. So you tell Bones to stop hiding from the show. But quickly, let us just get through these two FA Cup games, and I get through the Premier League, and then I get to Devin to talk about his Real Madrid side. So,
Yo, hold on the Kems. Those were
Yep.
the two EPL game on Sunday, man. So if somebody even just buy them 2 games away, say on Sunday, because I don't know you buy
Yeah.
tickets. Don't buy.
Mm.
I like to buy days. I mean, I like
Yep.
company.
Yep. That's something buy it too,
A
man.
good food,
Something
that's
buy
it,
it.
man. Just the
Yeah,
correct
man.
score, just because I mean the Chelsea game, Levan, was a FA Cup game, right?
Yeah.
correct.
Big money that you give people, them boy. Just a look one.
Yes, man.
It was only
Let me see.
continue. Yeah, only 2 EPL game on Sunday, boy.
All right, let me check it quickly.
Yeah, man.
So, had they done what Kim's done in
Yeah, man.
terms of the predictions for the Newcastle one, that was paying $35,
Woo. Times
uh,
much for West Ham. Oh my gosh.
and for the West Ham draw, that was paying $48. Man,
What 1200
that's
to
money in a farm.
Ooh.
All the people listen and put some money in their pockets, man. But FA Cup, we saw that Liverpool got the better of Man City. Stephen, I don't know what he was thinking, tried to be Edison for a minute, but he's not anywhere near close to Edison and flopped himself. Mane was enough to get the goal, and Liverpool are into our next final. Kems, go ahead.
Um, there's really not much to talk about this game. Um, I
True.
think, goalkeeping error. I think the last 2 goals, I think the third goal that Mane scored, I think a decent keeper could have saved that one. I think it rolled right past him. Obviously, the second goal, that was a gimme. I think Pep probably, based on how him set up the side, that weak defense around there against that strong Liverpool attack, that coming like a big disrespect, like a slap in the face, like, hey, try and break down this little jolt defense, and that is what Liverpool did. Obviously, the score line is really not indicative of what the game was like. So obviously, score line 3-2, people probably say, "Oh, wow, exciting game, nail biting," but it definitely wasn't that. Liverpool totally outclassed. Liverpool deserved to win. Obviously, you talk about the goalkeeping error. I think that guy should retire now. Isn't he about 65 or something like that? I think he should
Who?
retire. Huh?
Who?
Oh, no, no, no. I mean, I think about the other brother, Carson.
You just say
Carson, I think.
most of mix them up, man. Curse now,
Yeah,
whole boy,
yeah,
man.
yeah. Carson, I think, but this guy, the way him keep him coming like him all and another sense that I don't know what is that he was doing right there. So in such a big game against a big rival, get the ball out of town, man. I don't know what you're doing right there. Take no chances, no prisoners. Number one thing coaches will always tell you: get it out, no matter where it go, as long as it gone out. So listen, Liverpool said they're going for the quadruple. I don't know how they're going to get it because they can't win EPL, and I don't think they're going to win the Champions League, of course. But hey, they get 2 little trophies, the little Carling Cup or whatever them change the name to, and the FA Cup. I think that would be good enough for them. Successful season. They got Diaz in, and they have a new player coming in the summer. So good little season for Liverpool. But I think the Champions League, Ederson will be back for that. Obviously, the league, I think City will win. But not more to talk about this game. Liverpool deserve to win. City deserve to lose. City play to lose. Liverpool play to win.
All right,
Just one thing.
Devin, what you have to say?
All right, just one thing. I don't like when people try to change the narrative. So, like Kem said before, the narrative was quadruple loading, right? Then now when they lose, I hear them saying, "Oh yeah, man, we just focusing on Champions League and the league. We're never really too focused on FA Cup." No, but before everybody was saying, Man City was focusing on the quadruple and or the treble and everything. And all of a sudden now,
No, no,
hey,
no, 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 no. So
yeah,
Devin, listen. So Devin, listen. What you have to also understand and take into consideration is that if a fan is talking, a fan are gonna say whatever he wants to say. A fan are gonna say,
true.
hey, Man City want to win all trophies. But if you look at that team, especially that defense going up against Liverpool, there's nobody who's going to say this team is going to beat Liverpool because even when you go with your star-studded best lineup, you still can't beat Liverpool. Game two times you guys play with the star-studded lineup, the game's ending draws. So obviously the fans would really like City to win and win the quadruple. You want Liverpool win the quadruple. Everybody want them side win. Levon jump up, well not Levon, but Jason jump up about his Man United and they have them and win something. People are say West Ham for tank the season and focus on Europe and try to win that. So I think fans will say a lot of different things,
Right,
but
right.
that don't mean I don't think that's a narrative per se.
No, but like it was all about that. But like, just I would say prefer to say, all right, yeah, we got beaten, so we drop out of that. So we have three to focus on our next two. But don't just say, okay, we were
Fair.
nine. You get what I'm
That's
saying?
fair.
Yeah.
Yep,
All right,
fair.
we drop out, so we only have two. We still at least we have something left.
Yep.
Yeah, but before you had a certain type of energy. Yeah, so I get what you're saying, but you know that's the only thing I see from that. So good win for Liverpool. So it's just them and Chelsea.
Them
So,
and
yeah,
Chelsea. Mm-hmm.
it should be a good game.
All
Should
right,
be.
and now you look at it, Devin. I'm going to stick right there with the Chelsea game. Kim said there is not much to talk about with the City Liverpool one, but this one is one that there's not much to talk about. I mean, it was a boring game. I said boring, I
Right.
mean boring.
Like,
And
they had to win this game, Chelsea, because there's nothing else for them to win. The Champions League team, Real Madrid, will knock them out. They put up a good fight, we knock them out. So they had to play for this. So that's the only thing they're gonna play for. So I should expect to see. I definitely expect them to win, and I expect to see more from them in the final because that's the only silverware or whatever they can really get this season. I don't know if they win anything else, but this is the only thing that they can get to win this season. No.
okay. Kems, anything from you on this one, or just move on?
Listen, one name, Loftus Cheek. I see Tuchel come out and say you can't only tall and handsome. You have to give us more than that on the pitch. Him come out and him scored the first goal, and I think he played pretty well in the game. I didn't think Crystal Palace looked like Crystal Palace. They did for the first half, but then Chelsea broke the deadlock, and then after that, they had to end up changing their tactics, chase the game, but it never worked out for them. But I think the better team won. Chelsea was a better team; they deserved to win and move on to the finals to lose to Liverpool.
All right, we're just going to look at the EPL games that will take place midweek. So tomorrow we have Liverpool against Man United. So Devin,
Yeah.
what are you predicting for this one? Because this was the big clash some years ago. Because no longer anymore the rivalry and all of that. But now Liverpool is just so far ahead of Man United. Do you think that Man United can stun Liverpool tomorrow? I think that it would be an easy walk in the park for Liverpool.
Well, the record is showing that Liverpool will win based on the form record, right? Because Manu, I think, prior to Sunday's game, because I was looking up while I was trying to do some bet, they were one win out of the last seven. And I think they win Sunday, so it would have been eight. So it would have been what? 2 wins in the last 8 games. I stand corrected if that's incorrect. All right. But
Yeah.
Liverpool, they definitely need to keep pace and to get this win in order to stay within the championship race. So they have to win this game. There's no draw, there's nothing. So I expect a real, all guns blazing from Liverpool. Plus, they're at Anfield. I think matchup and history, people may look at that. I don't even look at that. I'm just looking at the form. Liverpool is playing better. Manchester United not playing any real good football now. They have a couple of quality players that can probably change a game. I don't know if the GOAT will be playing because, the GOAT has some, real sad happenings in his personal life. So if the GOAT is not playing, that we're gonna make it worse for Manchester United. So I'm expecting Liverpool to win this game by a 3-1.
All right, Kems, what you have for it? I have to say on
Um,
it to it.
so so I think if I think if the goated soup don't play, I think if the goated soup don't play, it will probably be better for Manchester United. Reason being, again, I think they're going to take a pragmatic approach. That's what I've been hearing all the time. Because obviously they don't have the offensive power to go up against Liverpool, so they have to try and see if they can get them on the counter. Especially going to Anfield where Liverpool is, they get superpowers at Anfield. So I don't think United will want to go there and play open. Because listen, from United show up, them defense open. So you can't go there now and play open as well. So I'm going to pick a draw for this game. I think Liverpool is going to drop points. I think Liverpool is going to dominate possession, dominate the ball, dominate the shots, dominate everything except the scoreline. So I think it's going to be a 1-1 draw. I think United going to try and show some character. I think everybody is writing off United, and I think that's probably a good thing for United. There's no expectations. So I think it's going to be a draw. Liverpool drops crucial points in this championship race, while Man City go on to whoop Everton, and then the race continues. So I think United will do Man City a huge favor and take 2 points off Liverpool this game.
Brother say, Gibbs cut your madness draw where Anfield.
Front of the last time you question the thing, you end up in a trouble. So let me know if you want to put something on it front. No Liverpool on your side. I'm willing to see that United will get that draw. Especially if the goated soup don't play, I know they can get that draw. When the goated soup don't play, you don't have that needy player who need the ball. Don't want work, but always want the ball. We don't have that. You have players who willingly sit behind the ball. I think Lingard should play this game, of course. I don't know what's the status on Fred and McTominay and those boys. They're out.
Oh,
God, I don't want to see slow man Matic in the midfield. I don't want to see him. I don't want to see no one matter and all those kind of players. Probably have to use the same 11. Probably I would really want to see Bailly around there. I want to see Bailly around there because rough, tough defender. Put some pep up on a Salah, a Jota skin. But little soft Lindelof and Veron and so. The mission Liverpool, and this is a matter of how many. All right, boss. We are gonna see tomorrow. Tomorrow there's going to be a show, So we're gonna see after everything said and done, what happened.
facts. We're just going to get scoreline for the remaining games. So we have Everton against Leicester on Wednesday. Devin, what scoreline you have?
Leicester 1-0.
Games muted.
So what? What we are talking about?
Everton against Leicester on Wednesday.
Score.
Leicester 2-1.
All right. On Thursday. No, it will be Wednesday. Wednesday, yes, still on Wednesday. It will be Chelsea against Arsenal. Devin, how you see this one going?
This is 3-1. 3-1 for Chelsea.
All right. Kems, what score you have? All right, Kem seems to step away for a minute, so hopefully he'll be back. So this is a tough one. If you look at it though, Devin, do you think that Chelsea, since they're probably safe in the top 4, they might give Arsenal a chance, or you think that it's every man for himself right now?
Every man for himself. They're not. If it was probably another team, I'd try make stay in the top flight, or another team trying to be in there. But it's another big team, so they don't really care. They don't really care.
Who we are talking about now?
Chelsea, Arsenal.
Oh, Arsenal is in serious trouble. It's hard for me to say Arsenal are gonna lose 4 in a row. It's kind of hard to say that. Like from a football standpoint, it don't seem like a team with a rich history of Arsenal, a team that is really and truly on the up. 4 in a row. And Chelsea have a time where they can be very inconsistent. Bad against the first leg against Real Madrid, come back good in the second leg. So this game really seemed like a 2-all draw to me. It seemed like a big 2-all draw. Open game, 2-all draw. But listen, I have to go with the team that is further up in the standings, yeah, man. So I'll go with Chelsea, yeah, man, because wouldn't mind Arsenal lose and stay with part them there. But really and truly, my heart tell me 2-all. But I'm gonna go with my mind and say
Bro, I
Chelsea.
don't know. I don't know how I jump over this comment at all. So I'd love you saying that. And tomorrow you will say I change when the facts change.
No, no, Adlam. I just say it work, my boss. If I'm wrong, you come forward and say I'm wrong. It's different.
Fuck.
The way the facts thing work is if I say United is going to be a great team and they have a great coach, and then the coach start coach garbage. Well, the facts change. The coach not good again, so the team not good. So I change my
My
opinion. But
opinion will change with the
yeah, man.
with more information.
Yeah, man, but with their prediction, we can't change now. I
Fuck,
think that the
man.
game is going to draw. And I know, Alan, you over there fretting, Fabi Frano fretting, all the Liverpool fans fretting, the loser of the cricket debate, he is fretting. Like everybody is out there fretting. So listen, I wouldn't be surprised if United even clip them at Anfield and get all a 2-1 victory. But we just have to go with the draw. We are going with the draw for this year.
Why this brother decided to raise up the man in blood pressure tonight? Man say you fret the on guitar.
On guitar, man. People always say that at Jamaica.
Oh, really?
But
Yeah,
yeah.
like when I string them names, so like when I look at thing them names spread.
Oh.
Yeah, but I don't ever do that.
Alright, we're going to look at the rest of games on Wednesday. So Newcastle against Crystal Palace. Your prediction for this one, James?
Newcastle played a better football. This look like a draw to me. 1-all draw. 1-all.
Alright, Devin.
Yeah, I have the same for this one. I have a 1-all for this game. A 1-all boring type of game.
Nah, boring, man. Just watch it pray. Alright, Devin. Man City Brighton.
Oh, it's gonna be. I see a 3 love in this game.
Here. Kems.
Man City 3. They have to win.
City look like they're going really conservative, from like them going conservative, very business-like, just want to get the W. So I'm seeing a 2-0 Man City over Brighton. 2-0.
Okay. Good. Yeah, good prediction. And then we have Burnley against Southampton on Thursday, and that will be the final game that we'll discuss. Kems.
1-0?
Burnley against Southampton.
Yeah, man, Burnley getting this victory. This is going to be a big win for Burnley. Get them out of the relegation zone. Get Everton down in there. I'm going a big win. I think Burnley going to score a lot of goals this game. I'm going 3-1. 3-1 Burnley. Get the win over
Wow.
Southampton. Yeah, man, Southampton time of the season, them already secure berth for next season. So no one time for play a bag of foolishness. They do it every year. So I'm going 3-1 Burnley.
Devin.
I have a 2-1 for Burnley in this game. Because the form is telling me in the last 5 games, these two teams only have 1 win. And like identical form, 3 losses. Both of them have 3 losses, and they both have 1 draw. And Burnley really need this more. Really, really need this more than Southampton. So I'm giving them the edge for this game. If them really want to show them want to be in the league, they have to win this game. So I'm going with the 2-1 in this game.
Okay. I'm going to stick with you, Devin, because yesterday, your team, I saw them 2-0 behind. A lot of people wrote them off.
We're supposed to win some big money.
A lot of people also saying that you look at the Kamavinga should have been sent off because he was already on a yellow. Marshall was on a clean break and he faulted Marshall. So I agree, you should have seen a red, but ref saw it otherwise. And you guys decided that, you know what? Going to play some football. Sevilla is known to give up goals, and they did turn it around with a 3-2 victory. And it could have been 4-2 easily because there's no way you're going to tell me that Vinicius goal should have been disallowed because when you look at it,
That's
I
bad.
don't know what they're using, but that's not handball at all to me. So your team got the W. I have to say about them, Dev.
You know, the funny thing is, I don't even watch the game. I just highlights. I see on ESPN and some other place where you see highlights. I don't see any of the goal, like any of the 3-2 goals, wasn't in the main highlights thing to introduce you to like the video. The first thing was see on ESPN FC, right? Was Mavinga challenge and what you call it, Marshall. That's the first thing I saw. Then now another thing they were saying.
We should have been a red. You agree, right?
Yeah, I agree, definitely, I agree. And then no, the other thing was the Vinny potential handball there, which and that disallowed goal. So it's just Real Madrid. I was just surprised that they put so much effort into winning this game. I guess they want to just keep winning and have the habit of winning going into that big Champions League matchup because the league is already wrapped up, 15 points ahead from Barcelona. Barcelona have one game in hand, but that don't mean anything. So we're just flexing the muscles for City, getting the machine ready. That's all there is. There's nothing to this game. I don't even remember the game until you talk about it in the WhatsApp group. But I'm surprised that we put so much effort into this, but we're just trying to send a message.
Well, so you think that you sent a good message? Because you say you're trying to send a message. You think you
Yeah,
sent a
man,
good message?
yeah, man. Every time when we talk to you see, me used to get nervous when you talk, I get nervous no more. Because we were beating that team the other day. I get warm up for PSG. Oh, you think this is so and so? You think this is so and so? We beat PSG. And then so
All right, Devin. So
I don't
so
even
let's
care.
go.
I
All
warm
right,
up.
Devin.
I
All right, Devin.
warm up
So
for my
so right here, live on Sports Frenzy.
yeah, me.
$300 bet. Me and you, Man City
I have to check
versus Real
the
Madrid.
pocket first. Me definitely agree to a bet, but I'm not agreeing to a wager.
All right,
Can't-
all right.
You
You
can't.
set
No. Me agree to a
I'm
bet.
saying you set the wager. You set the wager. No
No,
problem.
not
You
right
set
now.
it.
Me can't do it. Me not rich
No,
like
no,
you.
not right now. No, not right
Okay,
now.
yeah. We set the wager, man. You don't know
Yeah,
already.
because remember, you have the upper hand because they say Madrid is ready, getting ready for City. Remember, City
Nah,
just
man, we
lose to
not going
Liverpool.
to all of that, You
But
don't know
remember,
my Madrid team, I just me set the wager over 2 leg, over a 2 leg.
yeah,
Now that you mean.
over the two leg. Yeah, who's going to the final?
Yeah.
Because
Eh?
remember, who's going to the Champions League final? Because remember, City just lose to Liverpool, low on confidence, morale is low. Pep
Uh,
trying to Pep trying to galvanize the troops. So you have the upper hand. You just win, come back from 2-0 down. Your team is going. So I'm saying, just strike a big bet, man. Strike
yeah,
a
you have to
big bet.
put it and come back to you. Cause it's like how you carefully construct the agreement of that bet there with Boston and Brooklyn. And someone carefully construct the contractual arrangement for the game,
No
because
problem.
you think
Good.
it's smart.
But
Christoph, one second, Levon. Christoph Fuller, if you want, you can get in on the bet too, boss. Because I see you throwing your word out there. Devin, I see Madrid winning their semi-final. So you and Devin, two of them can come together and make the party even nicer and sweeter for me. So you and
more
Devin,
money, more fun.
yes, man, more money, more fun. So you and Devin talk, come back to me, and then we can put up some money, man. Because there is no way in hell coward Ancelotti going to beat Pep. Big coward Ancelotti can't beat Pep. No matter what kind of form Benzema depends. And that all
Okay.
man midfield. Luka Magic, Tony Cruz, all man midfield.
So Ken, guess who is agreeing with you? A man that is known as the producer of the show. The man over there saying, I agree totally. Ancelotti is a coward and he's going to come with that same slow midfield.
And anybody who wants to bet, I'm betting right now, putting all my chips on the table. Man City will win the Champions League. Anybody in the comment section who wants to bet. Owen Adlam.
You're not betting us though.
No. We need somewhere to live. Come on, Owen
Yeah, that's
Adlam.
what.
Adlam, who else?
All right, so Adlam is agreeing to it, saying that it will be a City and Liverpool finals. We'll keep on the money. All
I
right.
don't even know about Liverpool, that Villarreal team, be careful. Them keep up big striker Bayern.
Bro, bro, bro,
One,
bro, you already
one
upset
goal.
me enough tonight, man. Come on, save it for our next day.
No, but listen, no, on a real, I think we're disrespecting Villarreal because if another
Bro,
team had done this to Bayern, remember, Lewandowski should win the Ballon d'Or. Oh, he's the best striker in the world. Bayern scored one goal over 2 legs. One goal. I think Villarreal did a great job. Would you agree that? Would you agree?
remind me if I'm wrong. Didn't Emery beat Klopp in 2015 or 2016 Europa League final?
I can't remember so far. I'm not sure. Adlam
Didn't
can
he?
probably
The
tell you.
Sevilla.
Oh.
Emery against Klopp in the Europa League. Who was coaching Sevilla at the time? Yeah, it was him. It was him.
Oh yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
See that? Yeah. So Emery know for beat the Klopps of the world and the Artetas of the world and the Ole's of the world and the Nagelsmann of the world. Yeah. So listen, Alam, you are I notice that everybody, I notice that everybody already have put Liverpool in the finals. Oh, Liverpool is already in the Champions League final. No, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. Villarreal might have something to say. I won't bet on it, but they might have something to say about it.
I have a question for both of you guys, and it's something that Josh was the first person who brought it up the other day because I wasn't really paying that keen of attention to it. So you looked across the Champions League and also in La Liga and realized that Real Madrid, Barcelona, and Atletico, whenever they're in a position that they're losing or they're drawing, the referees tend to give them a whole lot of added minutes where you as a fan watching the game scratch your head and say, but where did all these stops took place in the game? Realized the other day that Barca game at not Barca, Atletico. Devin brought it up one time because I think it was
11 minutes in get.
Yeah, man.
yes, that is what I'm going there. Remember the game, Devin, that Thomas Lemar scored a goal in about 99 minutes thereabout.
Yeah, man. I get. We never see. I never see
So,
that, brother. I don't know.
so like I said to you guys, they think that is something that needs to be investigated because we don't see those stops in the game, none at all. Yet they give these ridiculous amount of minutes. What I think is the cause of this.
I don't know, bro. I don't know what to tell you, bro.
That thing when me not have enough info, but me can say something. Even now some big games, sometimes even though some call go towards Real Madrid, me just say, what, a part of the game. But when you really look back at it, yeah.
Come on, friend. Friend is saying that remember each of his 30 seconds plus ball going out and injuries. That
No,
still don't warrant 9, 10, 11, 12 minutes. Why the other leagues don't do it? EPL don't do it in Champions League and they don't get it in Champions League. Well, I said Real Madrid get it. Barca get the other day Barca was losing against Eintracht Frankfurt. And I saw Barca got 9 minutes in that game. And when you look, I'm like, where did all these stops take place in that game?
And what you know, so, but the La Liga teams always get those added minutes when they're playing in their own country.
That is the next
Not when
thing.
they're playing away.
It always happens when they're playing in Spain. It don't happen outside of Spain. So it's something to really pay keen attention to and really look at it because something seems fishy to me with it. Yeah, it just seems that way. But as I mentioned to you guys, we're not going to talk about Venture Field tonight or any of that sort. Save it for another day because we have a whole lot to get through in regards to that. So I'm just going to give you guys a minute each to talk about whichever other sport. And Devin, I know that you want to beat upon that Utah Jazz team and that Punk Donovan Mitchell, but go ahead, your minute.
No, just quickly, because last time there, man, I'm saying take 5 minutes. Just Utah Jazz. I can't see, I don't like that team, brother. You know what I mean? And I don't like them I was cheering for Jordan, watching Jordan beat them with Malone and Stockton. But I still prefer that team than this team. Because with the talent that they have, and they just fail to deliver when it come on to crunch time. I see if Luka ever get better, then better. If Luka get better, Luka go deal with them. And then, I remember a year or two ago, Kims, I don't remember, I think it was 2 years ago or a year or 2 years ago. LeBron, when he was picking and, I think they forgot, then nobody never picked, was a Rudy Gobert or something. He said not even point two we call NBA 2K or whatever I name. No one speak Utah. You know, and people in Utah make a big deal about it. And LeBron, right? Nobody no pick Utah, man. Nobody, help me for the man, Mr. Man. Like, put aside betting, then they can't cover them, can't win. But when you look on the talent of them have Kems, they should really be doing better in the playoffs. That's all I'm saying. They should be doing.
They should at least make a conference finals already.
Yeah. And like, look, Luka not there. Luka is the engine of this team, and they must struggle to beat this team. Struggle. And them have all of them players fit and playing good. That's all. And I'll get into now all for long talking where that is concerned.
All right, Kems, go ahead.
Italy, big performance at the Carifta games. A lot of persons running their mouth. Oh, why Jamaica need to do this? Why should they participate in Carifta? Oh, they always dominate it. And I'm saying there must be something where we can dominate and feel good about dominating. Why we always have to struggle? Why not always want to see another country dominate? Why we can't embrace when our time for dominate and make, or as we call it, jaminate? Why we can't do that? Elaine obviously, ran world leading time, 10.89, cruising. Look like some fireworks to come. She said that, she wants to add the 100 and 200 World Championship titles to her arsenal, and that would make her the only woman to have those titles, both Olympic and World titles simultaneously. So that is a big feat for her. Right now, the Philadelphia 76ers just whop up the Raptors. Easy work, 2-0. I think Raptors will win one game. I already give Raptors only one game. That'll probably be game 4. Last night, Boston Celtics whop up the Nets. I don't care if it's 1 point or 100 points. Hey, boss. You get a minute, boss. Thank you. Thank you, boss. Thank you, boss.
Wrong, my youth.
Yes, whop them up. They couldn't stop Jason Tatum on that final play. KD was caught in no man's land. KD shot 26 shots or 25 shots for 23 points. Absolutely horrific. Cannot be the greatest player in the game doing all that foolishness. Obviously, Kyrie was good flicking off the fans and so, but he was exceptional that night. Dallas right now totally overmatched against Utah. 4-point game. Jalen Brunson have 31 points. Praying that they can get a win somewhere somehow.
Brunson have 31.
Yeah, man, I'm a ball man.
Nice.
And think him have a 60% shooting too. Him play some basketball. Yeah. So. And United to get the draw against Liverpool tomorrow. Can be a win.
So much point you say Branson have?
41.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on, they have 31 points.
Yes, man. He might play some. If Luka was there, this series would have been. Series would have been over in 4.
How you mean?
Dinwiddie score 15. Kleber score 15.
All right, Fabi Frano, I'm in a betting mood tonight. You say Nets winning the series. I don't know anything you want bet Fabi Frano. Come, Nets lucky if they win 2 games this series. They'll win 1, but they're lucky if they win 2 games. This Boston team is clearly better from 1 to, Nets have 2 players, Boston have a team. Boston have a coach, Nets have a person who KD and Kyrie boss around. It's 2 different things. All right, so you can tell me about Nets winning the
just
series.
Like you and Devin said that it would be a lovely feat if Luka was there for Mavericks because they would whop up Jazz.
Yes, sir.
I kid you not, Devin. Had Robert Williams been there for Celtics, your team don't see back Celtics throughout this playoff.
And they're already dominating Brooklyn on the boards right now without even Robert Williams. But listen, good news for Brooklyn. They said Ben Simmons should be back within next week. Well, within this week, actually.
Not for Ben Simmons, brother.
So, because your coach now play Blake Griffin. He's not playing LaMarcus Aldridge for some reason. No, these are players where KD go out and voucher. They want to play Bruce Brown. They want to play Bruce Brown, Goran Dragic, all those kind of persons. If that's the case, I might get a 4-0. But hey, if KD gets...
We're willing to bring out the broom in a brother.
Yeah, and listen, remember, KD was the one who decided to get up and leave Golden State Warriors, stable franchise, to go to the Brooklyn Nets. if he loses
tomorrow or Wednesday.
tomorrow.
I deal with it, man, and then Saturday I'm
No, not lose tomorrow. It's 2-0 tomorrow. No, not lose. We're not going to win game 3 though, but we're not lose tomorrow. We're not go back to Brooklyn 2-0 down. Don't think Kyrie gonna score 40 every night, boss.
Mad.
But
I'm going to go
yeah.
Saturday or Monday game. You can't go a game another 2-0 down, man. If I got a game and Mr. Ben Simmons might I get arrested.
But for JPL fans, the games in JPL, Mount Pleasant won 1-0 yesterday over Bear United. Goal
big
scored by
goal too.
Daniel Green. Yep.
Big goal.
Portmore Joe nil with 10 men Cavaliers. Boy, Harborview now. How the hell they leading 3-0 at halftime and end up letting Tivoli Gardens back into the game and end up drawing 3-all. Dunbeole and Waterhouse top of the table clash. These have been the two best teams in the league this season. They drew 2-all. And the two games that took place earlier this evening, as a matter of fact, Mullins United, they got a 2-1 victory over Mumbai United. And the late game, Humber Lions drew 1-all with Arnett Gardens. So that's the update in regards to the Jamaica Premier League. And we now know that Tariq Zimenez, who was at Harborview, is now at Mount Pleasant. People questioning as to why he has gone there. Does he plan to stay in JPL for the rest of his career? I don't know why they come up with that, but good going for these teams, and just hope we continue to see some good football. Thanks to you, gentlemen. Thanks, Devin. Thanks, Kims. Thanks to our producer, Josh Carl. You, the commenters, big up on yourself. Remember to drop a like on the video before we go, and keep on commenting. Until tomorrow, stay safe. Enjoy the rest of your holiday. Peace out.